As if Monday mornings couldn't get any worse, you woke up this morning with those gloomy conditions and a fog throughout much of the area. Good news is that's clearing up and will continue to clear up throughout the day. And we do have those warm temperatures. Temperatures right around 52 degrees in Park Slope, 53 in Canarsie. I wouldn't really believe that 59 in Greenpoint. Seems a bit too high considering where all the other stations are reading in terms of temperature. We had a bit of showers moving through the area earlier this morning. Those have since moved away. Now we just have those low clouds, but the front that caused those showers is only a bit to our west, and as that pushes through, we'll see perhaps some clearing this afternoon, even some breaks of sunshine. That'll be around maybe 2, 3 o'clock. If that happens, maybe we see those temperatures get up into the upper 50s. Before that, we'll take a look at the current visibilities. You can see they've come back up from their overnight lows where we saw visibilities around 1/4 of a mile. We still have 9 miles to the Bronx, only 1.5 miles down around JFK, but those will improve as we move through the morning. So on today, we'll see temperatures in the mid-50s, around 55 degrees. The showers have moved out, but so the afternoon we'll see just those clouds, but perhaps a breaks of sun, and if that does happen, might even see temperatures reading warmer than 55, 56, 57. I don't think we'll crack 60 today, but still a very warm day considering it is the second week of January. Looking at tonight, we'll see those cloudy conditions continue and some rain and perhaps some snow later in the evening, around morning rather, around 2, 3 o'clock. Low right around 36 degrees, the winds will be out of the north around 10 miles per hour. Let's look at your futurecast starting at around 1:30 this morning. You can see the rain building in right around 3, and we really meander around the rain-snow line. That means we'll have a mix, but it does show around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it'll change over to snow as some colder air does work back in. The roads, however, will be a little too warm. I don't really think we'll see too much of an accumulation, maybe a little bit on the grassy areas, but overall, not too much as the system's quick and moves out by tomorrow. Good morning, I'm your meteorologist, Greg Diamond. We had those dark and gloomy conditions this morning with that fog, but that's since dissipated a bit, and we see temperatures in the mid-50s, so great warm up this time of year. We have 53 in Canarsie, and the wind light out of the west. We had some showers that moved through earlier today, and those moved through around 8 o'clock this morning, but those have since left us. We still have those bit of low clouds, but those are actually clearing too as a front to our west works through the area. And once that does, we'll see just some high clouds staying over the region. Might even see some breaks of sun around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon before more clouds build in tonight. So looking at those visibilities, you can see they've much improved around Newark and Manhattan, but they're still around 1.5 miles down around JFK and even less out in the island. But as we move through the morning into the afternoon, those will continue to improve and we'll see better conditions. So looking at today, we'll see temperatures right around 55 degrees for your high. Showers will not be much of a factor for the afternoon, but those clouds will linger. Looking at tonight, we'll see temperatures dropping back into the mid-30s, around 36 degree low. We might have a light rain working its way in right around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll show that on our futurecast where we see we're starting out with clouds for much of the period, and around 3 o'clock we see that rain working in. However, we might see a bit of a changeover to sleet and snow as we move into the morning commute as some colder air works through. We see snow on the model around 10 o'clock in the morning. Right now, I don't think we're going to see much in terms of accumulation except maybe on the grassy areas, as with that mild air in place now, you know, everything's just too warm. The ground is too warm, the roads are too warm. So much just a slushy, kind of messy commute for the morning tomorrow. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Greg Diamond. You woke up this morning to those foggy, gloomy conditions. However, we will see some improvement throughout the day, but one good news is temperatures are quite warm for this time of year. We do have 53 in Canarsie, 52 in East New York with that west wind around 10 miles per hour. Bit of showers moved through this morning, but that's since cleared out. We just have some lingering clouds, and that'll remain with us throughout the afternoon. Although we might see some breaks of sun around 2, 3 o'clock, which will help actually be the first sun we've seen in around 5 days, which will be very nice. Looking at your day, we'll see those showers which we had this morning and just cloudy conditions throughout the afternoon. High around 55 degrees. That wind will continue to blow out of the west-northwest around 10 miles per hour. Heading into tonight, we'll see temperatures dropping off only into the mid-30s, so not a very cold night. We'll see those cloudy conditions and some bit of rain, perhaps mixed precipitation around morning tomorrow. We'll look at the futurecast. We'll show that. We'll see checking in around 1 o'clock. We'll see just those cloudy conditions. But as we move through the night, we'll look around 4 a.m. We'll see that rain working in. As we continue, we have some colder air moving in from the north, and it'll actually change the precipitation and potentially over some mix and some snow around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm not going to see too much in the way of accumulation as the road's just too warm with that 50-degree weather we're seeing today. So it's going to be a nice, pleasant thing to look at, but not too much of an impact on your commute. Looking at your 7-day, you can see Tuesday is probably when we're going to see the precipitation, not so much Wednesday as new model data, which you just saw is showing us. Wednesday will probably be mostly cloudy, bit of a clearing for Thursday and Friday, but you do see those temperatures continuing to drop off from what we've seen the last few days as that winter air mass continues to work its way back into our region. So we'll have highs only in the upper 30s and lows into the 20s, even 23 next Monday morning. We'll have more weather coming up. Stick around. Good morning, I'm your meteorologist Greg Diamond. You woke up to those gloomy, foggy conditions, but those have since moved on. We have just some cloudy skies, overall not too bad, but we do have those beautiful temperatures for this time of year. 50s throughout much of the region, 54 in the Bronx Zoo, 54 in Bedford Park. And it'll only get warmer as we move throughout the day. Before we get to that, we just had some showers earlier, now just some clouds. We see those clouds look like they're dissipating around eastern Pennsylvania and throughout northern Jersey. And as that front, which is located right around the Jersey border, continues to slide east, we'll see those clouds continue to clear out. Perhaps break the sun around the 2 to 3 o'clock period, which would actually be the first amount of sun we've seen in about 4 days, which would be quite nice. So heading down over to Co-op City, we'll see those cloudy conditions with perhaps those breaks of sun, let's hope. Highs will be 54 degrees, maybe even a degree or two above that, especially if the sun does come out. Winds will continue to be out of the west around 10 miles per hour. Heading into tonight, we'll see temperatures dropping off only into the mid-30s, low around 36 throughout much of the Bronx. Winds will shift to the north around 10 miles per hour, and we do see that threat of rain, perhaps even some snow mixing in around tomorrow morning. Futurecast shows us you see the rain working in around 3:30 tomorrow morning. As we move through the morning commute, you can see some colder air working in, and by 9:30, you have all blue, which is snow. So while the ground will be, I think, too warm due to the fact that we've had this 50-degree weather, we're not going to see too much in terms of accumulation, but we might see a little bit of a coating on the grassy areas or on some cars. We'll make it a nice scene, a much different scene from what we've seen over the past few days with that warm, mild air. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Greg Diamond. We had those foggy, gloomy conditions this morning, but luckily those have since improved, and we do have those warm temperatures for this time of year. Temperatures right around the mid-50s, 54 in the Bronx Zoo, 53 in Bronx Neck, and that's about 20 degrees, almost 20 degrees, what we should see around this time of year, which is 37. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Greg Diamond. We had a foggy, gloomy start to your day, but those conditions have since improved, and we do have those mild temperatures in its way, temperatures throughout the mid-50s in much of the Bronx, almost 20 degrees above what we should see for this time of year. Had some showers move through earlier today, those have since moved east, and just some clouds in its wake. As the front pushes east through the Bronx, you might even see perhaps some breaks of sun this afternoon, and those will be the first sun we've seen in about 4 days, so let's hope and we see that sun. Co-op City will see just those clouds, temperature of around 54 degrees, which would be indicative of what we see throughout much of the Bronx, maybe a degree or two higher, especially in the places where if the sun does break out. Moving on tonight, we'll see temperatures only dropping off into the mid to upper 30s, around 36 to 37. We do see that chance of rain, perhaps even some mixed precipitation throughout the overnight period, and that'll be shown right here in the futurecast. As you see, the rain works in right around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, but as we move through into the morning commute, we have some cold air pushing in. It even shows some snow right around 9:30, 10 o'clock tomorrow. System is quick and should move out right around the noon hour tomorrow afternoon. So looking at your 7-day, we'll see that mix of rain, snow, overall just a disgusting kind of precipitation type day tomorrow. And Wednesday will just be mostly cloudy skies. Thursday begins to cool down for what we should see the beginning of more winter air mass moving in through the areas. Temperatures will only get into the 30s and lows into the 20s, even waking up next Monday morning only a high or rather low 23 degrees. We'll have more weather coming up. Stick around.